Oh, wait, that's an insane book. Let's go. Feather Falling 4? What an amazing book. Let's go. I'm really just trying to fish here until I got back up to level 30 again. I did put Lure 2 on this fishing rod. I had another enchanted fishing rod from our last fishing session that gave me Lure 2. Combined it with the Mending one we also got, so we're catching stuff just way more frequently, so making it a little bit easier to get some experience as well. I'm telling you, fishing is very, very good to do early game. It's a very safe way to get experience, really safe way to get some good enchantments. Just got another enchanted book. Sharpness 3. Not super useful, but at least it's something. I'm going to continue fishing here in a second, but I might as well record the rest of the intro. Last episode, we built this enchanting tower over on this island, and also a bridge connecting it. Got a few armor trims on here, got some bees as well. It was a pretty productive episode. Today, though, I want to make the main focus fishing. So, a few content creators do this, and I've also been recommended to do this in my comments section, but I want to fish up a mending book for my first mending book on this world. And if I'm going to be fishing for that long, I should probably build a nice spot to fish. So the main build for the episode is going to be a fishing dock of some sort along this coastline. There's going to be a lot of terraforming that has to be done. There's a couple like holes in the ground, like this is like an underwater cave type thing. This slope isn't that great for a fishing dock, so we're definitely going to have to come through with a lot of dirt and kind of map out what the landscape is going to look like. And I would also like to widen this like stream over here to go underneath the bridge. As it stands right now, there isn't much water over here. It's just like a small puddle. So I want to clear all of this grass out, actually have the water connect all the way over there, and it'll make it so the bridge looks a lot better, I think, because all these moss sections will be at the water line, and I think it's going to just blend in super, super nicely. That is the plan for the episode. For right now, though, I'm just going to continue fishing until we get back up to level 30. I haven't actually enchanted anything in the new enchanting tower yet, and I really want to. Hello. Please sell me a mangrove sapling. It's a jungle sapling. How disappointing. You can stay alive, though. Can you finally be my friend? I have 52 bones. Let's go. It only took 3. We have a friend. We have another friend. And I also have a name tag. I actually just fished this up. So, I need a name suggestion for the dog. And of course it starts raining right when I'm done fishing. If you guys didn't know, it's more efficient to fish in this game when it's raining. You actually catch stuff more often. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But yeah, I need a name suggestion for the dog. Name this pup. I'll pick some name next episode. You're gonna hang out, let's have you hang out by the horse stable. Maybe hang out in the front of this left stable just because it is covered, so you're at least gonna be out of the rain. You can be our stable dog. There you go. Just for your troubles, my man. I didn't really get anything else too notable there while fishing. I got another Unbreaking 3 fishing rod and another Unbreaking 3 bow. So nothing too important, but it's cool to get just enchanted stuff in general. I am level 30 though again, so let's head over to the enchanting tower and try to figure out what I should enchant next. None of the armor enchants are too enticing right now, so I am leaning towards another pickaxe. Still obviously looking for fortune. Let's see what we get. It's only efficiency 4. It's gonna take me so long to get fortune, man, I swear. Fortune 2 is guaranteed next. Not really what I want, but better than no fortune at all, I guess. Now for the dock that I have in mind today, I'm gonna have to do a lot of terraforming, and I don't really want to do terraforming with an unenchanted, just normal diamond shovel. I also don't have too many more diamonds to make more tools. I think I only have 2 diamonds remaining. So I feel like I should probably make a mine before I do anything else. I've been brainstorming a few areas of where I should put this mine, and I think I'm going to put it on this island. So we do have this pathway that kind of branches off to the right side after you cross the bridge. And then it, comes up here to the top of the island. I think I could probably continue this pathway along the side here, maybe around this corner. I'm gonna pop into free cam because it's gonna be easier, but maybe around this corner, and then we can have the mine like right here. The terrain actually already kind of comes out a little bit more too, which could help us. I could probably extend this even more, have more of a landing then, and then just kind of tuck the mine here into the mound. This isn't going to be like a full-fledged mining building. I think it's just going to be like a mining entrance, and then we can kind of carve away a little bit underground to actually have some like mining storage and stuff like that. So let me actually just work on this extended pathway here really quickly, and then I will be right back to talk about the mine idea that I have. Hey, look, the hanging signs are still rendered. I found a mod that allows me to keep signs and stuff actually rendered in. Like, these signs are still rendered in as well. This is huge. I love this. Huge shout out to these two viewers for actually pointing out that I should just look for a mod that increases the render distance of these items. Somehow I never thought of that, so thank you so much. But as you can see, the pathway is now functional. It doesn't look too great right now. It's not completely terraformed. I haven't really put too much thought into like what I'm gonna do underneath here. We'll get some level of texturing and stuff to make it look better and blended into the environment, but just for now, it is a completely functioning pathway over to where I'm going to put this mine. I'm very lazy. I should have probably put some slabs here. I have no slabs on me, just a lot of dirt. But, yeah, so this pathway now winds around the corner, and we have, like a little room. Well, not yet, obviously, but I have a space now to carve away the inside of this mound to actually make the mine entrance. Does anyone even notice when I do stuff like this? Like, I was just walking back into my house. This wasn't path block before, and neither was that. But I just made them both path block. I do that all the time to my paths. I'll just be running around and just see a block that I feel like should be a path block, and I'll just change it. I really, really wonder if anyone has ever noticed. I've been doing it, honestly, since I started my survival world, probably. If you've ever noticed that, you're a real one. And if not, you're still a real one, don't worry. Got a whole bunch of different materials here now in the inventory, so let's come up with some type of design. I kind of feel like this should be 5 blocks wide in between these pillars. So let me get rid of this grass block. We can have the other pillar over here. Thinking about dark oak for right now. This is totally subject to change. But I'm going to start off with some dark oak. Let's have a couple pillars coming out like that. Is that potentially too big? Honestly, I don't think so. I feel like that could be decent. Let's get rid of this. I'm definitely going to have to go grab some more of these, but I have 6 mud brick walls. I do think some walls to some capacity could be really cool. I have 13 mud bricks left. I'm going to make them all into walls. This might be a mistake, but it's okay. I think walls as the blocks like here would look pretty cool. I do need some stairs now. Of course, I made all of my mud bricks into mud brick walls. I literally just said that's probably stupid, and it is stupid. Look at me go. I was right. Is there anything I can do with that? That looks pretty cool, but I don't really know if that works. We might revisit that one. Let's just stick with the walls for right now. And maybe we kind of frame out the door like that. Looks a little weird up here, I think, with this being next to the stairs, but I feel like we could fix that. This is definitely funky. This is definitely very funky, but I don't hate it right now. I think I want to make this floor coarse dirt mainly, which of course I don't have. I'm very well prepared for anything. Placeholder is just going to be regular dirt for right now. This is probably going to convert to grass, but it's fine. So I'm thinking that we have mainly coarse dirt, maybe mix in some other stuff. And I'm thinking we go down just 1 level. This isn't going to just be a staircase straight down from here to the mine. I think I mentioned this, but I do want to have like a room back here. And I think just a little bit of elevation change could be huge. Just excuse me for a second. I ran out of dark oak wood. And I'm back with a little bit more dark oak. So I'm thinking we can have some pillars on the inside. Probably right here. That will connect up the wall as well. I don't really know what kind of roof to put on this. Something like that might even just look decent enough. It's like, it's very standard, but that does work. I'll leave it for now. I do want to put some additional slab action up here. And then, do I want to extend these one more? I kind of want to, just because I wanted to have, like, a slab and then a trapdoor at the end. I feel like that looks pretty cool. Let's do that on the other side. And then let's plop back down here. And then we need to put something underneath. It's kind of calling for a stair. I feel like that looks good. Though, should I make all of these dark oak? The problem is, I kind of don't like what, like, dark oak slabs, stairs, and planks and stuff like that look like with, like, stripped dark oak. I don't really know what it is. There's just something about it that just doesn't fit with me. Like, they're just completely different colors, I feel like. I mean, I know the spruce is also a different color, like, entirely, but it almost looks better to me. I'm gonna go with the spruce for now, honestly, just because I have so much more of it. This is something I could very, very easily change out later. But I'm thinking if we kind of trapdoor that, maybe just a trapdoor as well underneath the stairs like that. Am I doing too much? I might be doing too much here. Or I might be cooking. We'll never know. I don't know. I keep messing with the roof. I'm gonna leave it for now. I think it's more important that I just get the inside probably done at this point. I'm pretty happy with what this looks like, for right now at least. Let me just carve away the inside and get a nice big room. I don't know how big I'm thinking. I'll just kind of go until I don't feel like it anymore. And then we can work on the interior decoration here. We got room now. This also means we got an interior to build. What? Why grass? Is it you? That just changed. That was weird. I think that was you. That was you. Yeah, so we have an interior now to build. If my calculations are correct, I should be able to have 5 wide gaps between these pillars. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Hang on a minute. Wait. My calculations aren't completely wrong. Hold on. It's in line with the torches, not in line with the corners of the wall. Okay. Sweet. 5 wide gaps. Just like I planned. I don't know what to do in these corners. Might just fill it in with blocks. I don't know. But I'm gonna attach all of these to the ceiling. They all gotta come out one more block. I forgot that I still have to put a wall on the inside. Oh, I'm out of dark oak. Dude, what is happening to me? I'm out of dark oak again, too. Watch how fast I can click. Ready? Didn't even mess any blocks up. Those are all placed exactly where they were meant to go. Let me go get more dark oak. Man, darn, dude. That just means I have to finish the B-dubs video I was watching. That really sucks. I hate watching that guy. Look, I'm doing the path thing again. Got more dark oak, and we also have now 3 times the trees planted. So if I need more, I should be good. With these beams, though, I want to come up with some type of archway design. Something like that is probably pretty good. This is also a really good spot for some lanterns. And then same thing over here. Just gonna have another archway design. Probably something just like that. Last thing here for the spruce section, I just want to put probably a stripped spruce beam going all the way across. And let's just incorporate a couple more trapdoors. Just in the middle of each of these sections. What do I want to do next? The walls? I think I want to do the walls. I don't really know what I'm going to do for these. I could just texture up some stone. I feel like that would look good. Or maybe I just texture up some tuff instead. That might end up looking just a tad bit better. It's just slightly different from the stone that you'd be, you know, kind of used to here. Though I don't know if I have enough materials to fully texture this. Let's find out, I guess. I did it. I need the back wall, too. I didn't do it. Or maybe we can have an accent wall in a mine. That doesn't make any sense, does it? I'm gonna do it. You guys can't stop me. And maybe some oak in these corners to kind of tie it together. I kind of like that. Let's get rid of all this stone on the floor, and we're going to replace it with some coarse dirt. I did actually go back and craft some, so we have more than enough. I do want to start throwing in the ceiling, and that's going to be out of this warped wood. And I think I unfortunately have to change these trapdoors, because the trapdoors in the middle, at least, like, you could see the dirt above it. That's okay, though. I think it looks perfectly fine with the stripped spruce beam going all the way across. Hey, look at that. We're on day 199. Man, just about survived 200 days in this hardcore world. Love to see it. I now just have to kind of go through, throw in some details, like some chests, probably some stone cutters, maybe like a furnace or two, I don't know. Also, like, texture up some of this stuff. The roof is just warped. Probably want to throw in a couple more blocks there. Same thing with this back wall and these two, like, corner walls. And then the ground is all just coarse dirt still, so I still kind of have to do all that. I think if I just, like, spam my mouse around enough times, the interior will just get done. I'm a pretty big fan of this interior. Gives off some cool vibes, a lot of particles going around with these firefly bushes. I really like these bushes. I think in isolation, they look super, super good. Any kind of movement you get just helps out a lot, so big fan of the firefly bushes. But yeah, I think this interior looks pretty cool. We have a couple empty armor stands. I do actually want to put armor on these. I just don't really have any cool armor sets. The only one I have is like mine, and I don't want to put my diamond armor on here. But as we just kind of progress through the world, you know, kill enough mobs, get some chainmail, gold, leather armor, that kind of stuff, I can just display it on these armor stands, and I think it'll fit in really nicely. We have a pretty big pile of like ores over here too. Maybe this is what was excavated. I don't know exactly. And we have a lot of storage. I think this is going to be where I keep all of my ores and my valuables and probably a lot of my stones. We do actually have a lot of chests. I could have maximized this even more by having the chests go this way instead of going this way, but I've always liked this look way better. I think seeing the front of the chest looks a lot better. I know I kind of did it the other way in my starter house, but I was kind of like crammed for space in there. I feel like this is probably enough chests for me for a long time, and even then I still have a bunch of barrels. So we have a lot of storage in here. The water chutes are also completely done, so if we fall down to this water chute, this will drop us into a little pool of water, and we also kind of decorated this. It doesn't look as good because I didn't really want to take out the walls, since I'm going to continue probably pushing this back even more. But these are going to be each of the little branch mines that we use. This is, again, not completely optimized because, you know, it's better for me to only go 2 blocks away and then start the next one. Realizing I did forget a couple trapdoors here. Did I forget them on the other side? I did not. Okay. But yeah, I don't really care about optimization. I'd rather go for vanity, so I think this looks cool. And of course, you go back up in the other water stream with some soul sand at the bottom. These are all source blocks, so this will take me all the way back up to the surface. So this is completely functional now. I do want to clear out this chest though, because it's completely disorganized. And then I can actually do some mining. Yeah, so I wanted to have a mining time lapse here, but between the mining session and right now, I updated my game to 1.21.10. And because of that, I can't open the flashback file. That's my bad. I didn't even consider this as a possibility, but I should have. To try to make up for this, it's been a little while, so here's a picture of my cats. They're doing great. Look at them. Anyway, back to the video. The copper armor actually looks really cool. Look at that, dude. I don't know how much I'm actually going to use this stuff, but I feel like for decorative purposes, it's really cool. Yeah, I finally updated my game. That's strange. Why doesn't the copper pickaxe work with the item frames? Interesting. I was going to have a copper pickaxe leading up against there. But anyway, yeah, a lot of my mods were finally updated. Not all of them, but the majority of them were updated to 1.21.9 at least. So I was able to update my game too. So I got all the new copper stuff. Got to actually start building with that. I gotta remember it's actually in the game. I'm pretty sure though that the mod I showed off earlier to render in the signs isn't updated, so the signs are gone again, but it's fine. It's fine. That mod will get updated at some point, and then we can get our signs back. I did finish my mining trip, and we now have so many more diamonds. We have 57 deep slate diamond ore. Also, I mined one without silk touching it by mistake, so we have an additional diamond. Also a bunch of redstone. I was mining that up just to get some experience, some gold, a little bit more iron, I think. Nothing too notable there, but really it's just the diamonds. We have a ton of diamonds now. I would obviously like to fortune up all those diamonds, but I think I want to work on enchanting a shovel next, because the entire point of me going mining there was to make terraforming easier, and I think having an efficiency 4 shovel will make my life so much easier, because that'll insta-mine all this grass. I just want to check what the guaranteed enchant is on a shovel right now. I cannot remember what it most recently was. It's Fortune 2. Let me actually just throw away a level 1 enchant quick. It's now Fortune 3. So it looks like I'm enchanting 2 things right now. I'm going to enchant a pickaxe to get Fortune 3. And then after that, I want to definitely enchant a shovel, just to, obviously, like I said before, make the terraforming a lot easier. And since this episode is all about fishing, I'm gonna get all of my experience by fishing. I'm already level 27, so this shouldn't take too long. But I'll let you know if I get any cool books. I didn't get any enchanted books, but I did get another really good bow. It's just what happens. I just keep getting solid bows. I don't know how this would exactly work, like logistically or whatever, but I feel like it would be a pretty interesting mechanic where, like, if you used an enchanted bow to make a dispenser instead of just a regular bow, then it added more effects to it. Like, for example, if I used this power 3 bow here for a dispenser, it would be cool if, like, whatever dispensed out did more damage, or, like, just traveled faster or something like that. I don't know. This is everyone's reminder. Take a sip of water. You don't want to forget to do that. Now that I'm all nice and hydrated, I definitely took a sip of water, not a sip of coffee when I said that. And I definitely just took another sip of water and not another sip of coffee. Let me go ahead and enchant my pickaxe. Fortune 3, efficiency 4. I really wish that I had unbreaking on it as well, but we got Fortune 3 in this world, dude, finally. It's another Fortune 3 enchant? I mean, that's cool, but I don't really want that on a shovel. I'd rather have silk touch. That might be a problem I deal with a little bit later. If I can just get efficiency and unbreaking along with that fortune there, that'll just be perfectly fine. And now I can actually go ahead and mine up all my diamonds, and I should get a decent amount of experience for doing that. Let's see how many diamonds I get with 57 deep slate diamond ore. Got about 2 stacks of diamonds now, and that actually almost perfectly took me to level 30. It's actually insane how close I am to being level 30 right now. I don't know if I've ever seen it that close. But we now have a ton of diamonds, which is amazing. I'm gonna mine up just a couple of these just to get to level 30. I mean, realistically, I only needed one. I don't know why I brought more than that, but whatever, we're here. And we got Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. I would have loved to have that on my pickaxe, but it's fine. I can get Unbreaking 3 pretty easily, hopefully. And now, with this shovel, terraforming should be so much faster. Dude, that's amazing. I'm so glad I took the time to do this. And then for the stone sections, to make that a little bit faster, I think I'm just gonna bone meal up some moss. I'm gonna need moss just anyway. Like, in general, I use it all the time, so just collecting it up would probably be useful, and also it's just way faster than mining out the stone. So let me go ahead and start terraforming, and then I'll be back to actually start building the dock. Those new shelf blocks are fantastic. I decided to go ahead and switch out the hanging signs on the bridge for a combination of spruce trapdoors, the spruce shelf blocks, and just one spruce fence. And I think that looks really cool. It also allows it to render in the whole time. So now I don't have to wait for my mod to update. I can just have this. I think that looks great. But obviously, alongside that, I terraformed a lot. So now this river connects, and it actually makes the bridge make more sense. The pillars go all the way down into the water as well. But yeah, this now is all completely widened, and there's water just everywhere through here. I even connected it up to that little stream on that side. The actual like terraforming within the water could probably use some work, but it should be good enough for now. Maybe I can come through and actually make all of this look better, but terraforming underwater sounds awful to me. So I don't want to do that right now. That might be a problem for me in the future. Alongside widening out this this river, I also went ahead, I'm going to pop into free cam again. I went ahead and kind of mapped out a little bit of the dock, or at least like the pathway and some retaining walls and stuff like that. So as you can see, we have a temporary path now going from the starter house all the way down to this level right here. Branches off in this direction. I have no idea what I'm going to put over there just yet, but I just wanted to give myself the option. And then you can take another step down a couple different ways. This will access probably some level of the dock. I think I'm going to probably have this dock on a couple different levels. So I think one of the accesses will be right there. And then this winding pathway will get you to like the waterfront. And we have a couple different retaining walls. I'm going to have to go through and texture those, of course, but I think this looks a lot better than the terrain used to look like. I forgot the 2 boulders. We have 2 small boulders at the top as well. The terrain was just a little bit awkward there, so to kind of fill in the space, I just wanted to put something, and I came up with those boulders. I also compiled together just a handful of materials in this chest down here. I'll definitely have to gather some more while I'm building, but I just wanted to grab just a couple of base materials. Just to quickly show off the color palette here for the docks, I'm leaning towards a jungle wood and stripped spruce wood color palette here. The jungle wood will just, be the blocks that we mainly walk on, and then the support pillars will be out of spruce. I would want to make these blocks underwater a different type of wood. I'm kind of leaning mangrove. I just don't have any right now. So I think for right now, I'm just going to make them all spruce, and I can come back later and retexture this up whenever I get blessed with a mangrove swamp. So it's a really simple color palette here for the docks, but I think this is going to look really nice. And then the other blocks that I gathered are going to be for a couple houses. I don't think I'm going to like really overpopulate this place with houses, but I think just a couple small ones up in this area will look really nice. And I want these to be like super colorful. And they're also going to be kind of weirdly shaped houses. They're not going to be like perfect rectangles or squares or whatever. I think the more wonky they are, the better they're going to look. And I'm imagining they're going to be fairly close to one another. Something kind of like this. As you can tell, these houses are all pretty tiny. But if we put like the amount of detail that I have in my starter house into these, I think they're going to look really good. It'll also keep my starter house to scale because these are all, similar sizes. And if I feel like doing it later, I'll go ahead and grab some villagers and bring them over here just to add some movement to the area. but I can't promise anything. I don't like dealing with villagers. So just taking one more step back, this is kind of the idea of the area. I think it's going to look really cool. I can add to this even more as well. Like we can add more than just these 3 houses down the line. There's more room like over here for more houses, over here even. So we definitely have some opportunity to expand this, but I think this will be a really, really good start on the area. And just add a little bit more to, you know, this side of the little mound that we live on. All that we really have right now is just the starter house up here, and then everything else is at the bottom. So I think adding some detail around the starter house will make it look really cool. So that's the idea. Let's get to work. Let's go! This drown dropped a trident. And it has impaling too on it. That's awesome. I haven't had a trident in such a long time, man. This sword doesn't even have looting on it. That's crazy. Or it has looting 1, actually. But still. We definitely take those. I guess while I'm here, though, I mean, I'm not finished, but I might as well give you a quick progress update. Look at the dock, dude. It's pretty cool. We have a bunch of different places that you can kind of walk off and fish. And go catch your boat, whatever you gotta do. I'll pop into free cam to really show it, but this is really turning out to be something, man. I really like this. Pretty much like everything else, I had no plan going into this. I just kind of like winged it, and I think this is cool. I've never actually built a dock before either, so this is definitely a new experience. Wait, a wandering trader. Hold on. If you can give me mangrove, this will be the best, like, minute and a half of this world ever. Unfortunately, no mangrove. Just give me a propagule, dude, please. That's all I want. Well, that's sad. Anyway, back to the time lapse. Let me finish this thing up. Dude, I just got another one. What do you mean? This just might be the best sword of all time. I remember, like, dude, back on my hardcore season 2 world, like years ago, I spent like an hour and a half to 2 hours trying to get a trident with a looting 3 sword, and I just could not get one, and I gave up. I got 2 in like 15 minutes. This game is wild sometimes. Mending book. Mending book. Mending book. Not a mending book. One more time. Come on. Mending book. What? Okay, hold on. I'll get to you in a second. Mending book. Come on. Give me luck. Please. That's another fish. All right. What do you have? Cactus. That's actually pretty big. I don't have any cactus yet. I'll definitely take some of that. Who's the genius who put all my emeralds over there? It really doesn't matter how long I've had like a separate storage building for. I'm always going to forget where my things are. I just always think they're in my starter house, and they aren't, obviously. I literally built this today. Oh well, give me my emeralds. I'm gonna buy as many as I can. What do you guys think of the new dock? It's not a great angle from over here, but I think it looks really, really good. I spent way longer on it than I was expecting to spend, if I'm being honest. As you can see, it's day 271 now. I honestly don't remember where I started this episode, but I know at one point in this episode it was day 199, so I spent quite a significant amount of time building this dock, but I'm actually really happy with it. I'll go over it all in a second here, but let me find the Wandering Trader again. Where'd you go? I hear you. There you are. Come here. I will take all the cactus I can buy. I mean, actually, I only need 1. Anything else? Do I need red sand for anything? Probably not, right? I'll take some ferns. 12 ferns, why not? I'll buy the red sand. I have no idea if I'm ever going to use this, but I don't have any, so that's cool. But yeah, here's a look at the brand new dock from the docks down below. Let me look back up. You can kind of see everything. I think this looks sick. I kind of surprised myself with this, I gotta be honest. I didn't think this was going to turn out this cool. But man, dude, huge shout out to these shelves. These shelves are amazing. Like, look at this archway design. That's so good. I'm going to use this everywhere. I love this archway design. It looks so perfect. I just love how it gets a little bit wider than the trapdoor. That's honestly amazing. This is like the closest thing we have to a half slab, like vertically. I'm going to use the hell out of this block. But alongside these magnificent archway designs, we also have a whole bunch of custom trees. I didn't really spend too long on these. I have a couple of these like taller ones that aren't as fat, and I also built up like 2 really weird ones. This one's like kind of leaning over, but I sort of like it. Trees are weird, man. Trees are weird in real life, right? Like, I would say like 85% of the trees you see in real life don't really look that good in terms of like how symmetrical they are or like how well they would translate to Minecraft. I feel like is more of what I'm trying to say. So like trees are weird. I don't think it's a big deal if the tree doesn't look perfect. I kind of like this. Adds a little bit more personality to it. Same thing down here. This tree is also very strange. Really weird like triangular shape, but again, I don't really care. Honestly, I think it takes up the space well, and I think it's better than just a Minecraft tree. So I'm cool with it. But these tall ones I really like. They're super easy to build. They really don't take too many materials. And it's not like you're going around the whole tree trying to figure out exactly where the leaves should go. It's pretty straightforward. They're very, very simple to make, but they actually make a pretty big difference. And then of course we have the row of houses up there. I'll pop inside, but the interiors are just not done at all. I honestly don't know if they're ever going to be done. Probably. I think I'll do them. I'm trying to do all the interiors in this world. I don't know if you've realized that yet, but pretty sure everything now aside from these 3 houses like has a completely finished interior, even if it's not really like an area I'm going to go to that often. Like the top of the tower over there is completely finished, even though I'm not going to really ever be in there again. But yeah, it's completely empty in here. I have a spore blossom in this one just to get some particle effects, but they're all the same. I'll probably come through, like I said, and just put a very basic interior in here just to have something. But as for right now, this is definitely good enough. And as for like the rest of the decorations, I reused like just scaffolding and barrels and chests all over the place. But I think it fits a dock actually pretty well, especially when you actually get down here like on the water. I like the barrel piles, I like the chest piles. There are so many trident drowns in this area. It is insane. There he is. I'm gonna kill him. Come here. Not another trident. But it's fine, dude. I already got 2 today. As you also might have seen when I was underwater, I have a couple of these like cage-looking things kind of dropping off the edge. I think they look pretty cool. I don't really know if they make any sense, but I like them. Last few things I want to show off here with the builds is we have like a little like pier type area over here. I don't really know what else to call this, but this is over the water, and you can kind of like take a seat, look at this mountain, I guess. Maybe I'll put something here eventually so you have more of a view, but I think it's a pretty cool addition. And actually underneath is one of my favorite sections because it just looks so cool over here with this over top. It's all like nice and supported and everything. I think this looks really cool down here. We also have a couple like fish barrels, I guess these are supposed to be. Of course, though, this is like raw iron, raw copper. Kind of looks like just fish mushed together. I don't know. Use your imagination a little, I guess. And we have a whole bunch of the new lanterns. I love these new lanterns. They're so cool. I also love like the other stages of them. I think that one might be my favorite. So maybe I can actually come back through here and wax some of these. Actually, that one's really good too. I don't know. They're all pretty cool. But yeah, maybe I can actually come through and wax a couple of these. I think in one of these future episodes, I'm going to work on a couple boat designs. I actually want to have a couple boats kind of chilling here. I've just been working on this for a while, so I feel like the boats will come in a future episode. So yeah, we finally have a spot to officially fish in this world. And I have a spot to try to fish up a mending book. I'll give it one last attempt here in this video. This can take a really long time. I've heard of people taking like 10 plus hours to fish up a mending book. But I'm definitely down for the commitment. That's not a mending book, it's leather boots. But I'm definitely down for the commitment. I'll probably just spend, I don't know, a little while in every episode just fishing off this dock until we get one. I think that'll be a cool thing just to add to every video. Let's take one last fly around in free cam, and you know what, let's throw shaders on. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.